In this tutorial, I'm going to show you how to nest clips together to create this continuous zoom in shot between these different shots that are dissolving into each other. So see how these shots, if we go to the very beginning of this shot, it's zooming in, but it's also doing dissolves and cutting between this one shot. We do that with what's called a nest or a nested sequence in Premiere Pro. So here on my timeline, if we go to that part where we have these 4 shots, I'm just going to add that cross dissolve to these shots by selecting all of them and hitting Command D. Actually delete that first one. So there's a dissolve between all of these shots now. And I'm gonna just mute these tracks down here so we don't hear it. So now this is just a still shot between these ones. And this effect will really only work if it's a still frame. So if you're on like a tripod, you're locked down and you have a still frame. And remember, I quickly added those cross dissolves with Command D, Control D on a PC. But if you're confused, if I'm going too fast for you in these lessons, I do encourage you to just skip ahead to the next sections and come back afterwards where it might be a little bit easier for you to understand. Once we have that cross dissolve, what I'm actually going to do is select all of these clips, right click, and choose Nest. I'll call this Folding Dough Nest. Click OK. And now what this is actually doing is those 4 clips are now within another sequence, which has popped up in our project panel. I can actually open that sequence by double-clicking that nest on the timeline or double-clicking it over here in the project panel, and you can still make adjustments to this sequence. But the benefit of doing this is now back on our main sequence, we can apply effects or animations to this entire nest that will be applied to all of everything within that sequence. So if I want to, just for an example, I can drop the opacity down to 50% or so, and it's adjusting that entire sequence. So if I had title cards or anything else in this sequence, that adjustment's going to be applied to everything. So what we want to do is do a little bit of a zoom in or a zoom out or something like that. So what we're going to do is I'm going to go to around this timeline or time on the play timeline. I'm actually going to zoom in and we're going to do a little zoom out. So we're going to zoom into 115 and I'm going to put my position. So this is typically how I add these animations. I just go to my starting point, or at least in terms of this animation properties, I set the starting point of the scale and then the position. So set those keyframes. Then what I'll do is just go forward in the timeline, really wherever, it doesn't matter, and then zoom out. So I'm going to go to 100, and we'll go back to our original position, which I know from editing so many times on a sequence that's 1920 by 1080 pixels. Centering this will be 960 and 540. And so now in between these 2 keyframes, we have this animation. But what I want to do is make this animation go across this entire clip. So to do that, I just select the first 2 keyframes, drag them to the left to the very beginning, and then take the second 2, drag them all the way to the right. So in the previous lesson, I had set the keyframes at the very beginning and then put my playhead at the very end of the clip to set those keyframes. But you can also just set the keyframes and then move them after the fact. And so now if I play through this, we have this zoom out while the shots are being cut and dissolved from one to the next. Pretty cool, right? So using nests is something that you'll do for other reasons as well, but this is one reason you would do it. And just know too, if for some reason you have a sequence that you've edited, what you can also do, so I'm going to just take a sequence. So this is something that we did in the color correction section of the course, but you can take any sequence and actually put it into another sequence. So I can just drag this color correction sequence down here, and it's going to place it on the timeline. And so in essence, that is now a nested sequence on this sequence, or a nested clip on the sequence. But you can do it the traditional way is when you have clips already on your timeline, and then you select multiple clips. You could even add your sound and everything into it, right click and choose nest to put it into one clip. All right, thanks so much for watching, and we'll see you in another video.